Well, hello there, everyone. Oversoul here. It's been a while since I've done a little update video like this, hasn't it? One of these just straight from the phone. Oh, hi. Immediate set. Hi, this is Snuffles. He's a stray that I took in. Hi, buddy. Yeah. You wanna climb up? Okay. So, oh no, he changed his mind. All right. So, hello. Everybody, how you doing today? So, I'm coming at you today with a little bit of an update because I know it's been a while since I've put out like any Let's Plays. I've gone almost a full week now, and that's just because I was getting ready for Thanksgiving. I spent a lot of time cleaning the apartment and stuff like that, and then I just took it easy for a couple days too. I just didn't feel like doing anything, if I'm being honest with you. But we're gonna get back to it here now that everything is settled down a little bit right before Christmas comes up. Um, I have a lot to tell you guys. There's a lot to cover, so we're gonna try to snap through this real quickly. All right. So, first order of business. More Let's Plays are coming, of course. We're not done with House of Ashes or In Sound Mind yet, and so we have to keep going with those. So, if you are subscribed to my Patreon, there should be a new episode of House of Ashes up there now. And if it's not there now, it'll be there sometime today. And then for the rest of you, the episode will go public either sometime tomorrow or the day after. If you're watching this on the day it was uploaded. um, so the next episode of House of Ashes is coming soon, and then of course there's more In Sound Mind, and of course Ratchet and Clank is the current replay as voted by you, the audience. We did Titanfall 2, we did the medium, now it's time for Ratchet and Clank. After Ratchet and Clank, next up is Plague Tale Innocence, and then Resident Evil Revelations 2. So those will be the replays. So right now it's Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which is one of the games that is up for Game of the Year this year during the official Game Awards. That's the other thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. The official Game Awards is Thursday, December 9th, and I was thinking this year that now that I kind of know how to do all this year I might live stream it, like live stream my live reactions and stuff to it over on Twitch, I'm thinking. So, if you are interested in watching that, if you're interested in watching the Game Awards live with your buddy Oversoul this year, then be sure to go give my Twitch a follow. Link in the description and comments down below. So, there's that. There are things coming to the channel. I'm still working on the Hellblade music video. Funky Hurdles finished the music for it long ago, and I just kind of hit a snag with getting the footage recorded, but I'm getting back to it. We're getting there. Like, I'm almost done recording the footage, and I just gotta start editing it, and we'll be good. Just had a lot on my plate lately. Next reactions and highlights should be coming soon. I started working on that as well. And I still have plans to make my platinum 100 platinum trophies video to celebrate the fact that I have 100 platinum trophies on the PlayStation Network. But since then I've gotten another one. So I have 101 platinum trophies, and I was like, do I want to include that? Do I just want to make it like a 101 type deal? And I thought to myself, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I could make it into a music video and call it Platinum 101. Boom! There you go. So now that video, when it does come out, it'll be a celebration of 101 platinums, not just 100. So there's that. So yeah, we have all of these things coming, and more, and more. This year I will be doing another Guess My Top 10 Games of the Year video for a chance for you to win a gift card. There'll be more on that very, very soon. But this year you're going to have more than a week to get your guesses in. I'm going to give you a little more time than that, you know. I'll probably put it out here. I'll probably put up the nominee video here very soon. I was going to do it at the end of November, but I decided to push it back just a little bit, the nominee video that is, just a little bit. I pushed it out just a little bit because I'm trying to squeeze in some... Sorry, something popped up on my screen and distracted me. I'm trying to squeeze in a few games that I didn't have a chance to play yet and like they went on sale for Black Friday, or I was able to get them through GameFly or something. So I'm trying to squeeze in enough time with those, at least a few hours each, to give me like an accurate like opinion on it, or like, you know, enough information to have like an educated opinion on it, I guess you could say, to know whether or not they are nominees for my top 10 this year. And let me just say, I've only played like maybe 3.5, 4 hours, maybe a little more of Far Cry 6 so far, and that game is amazing. It did not take long for it to become a top 10 nominee, I'll tell you that much. And if you saw, I put like these 4K HDR videos out recently. Of one of them is like the opening credits of the game, which just looks so cool, so I had to share them with people. And the other one is just like the first 40 minutes of gameplay, which I think it's really cool so far. I put it out there because I thought people would watch it and be like, hey, this is pretty dope, I'm gonna check it out. Well, it's for sale for $40 on the PlayStation Store right now. Anyways, so that's more or less covering the YouTube content. Speaking of Patreon, I mentioned that earlier for those of you waiting for the next episode of House of Ashes. You know, every month for those who are paying the $20 tier, I put out like a game request or playthrough request or whatever. And it's just like a chance for people who are paying in the highest tier to have like a chance to have a voice in what I'm going to play. Now, to be clear, that doesn't mean that I'll be able to get to everything that's requested in the month that it's requested. I mean, I have like priorities and schedules and stuff, but if you're in the highest paying Patreon tier and you request something for me to play, I will at some point get to it because you've paid for it, you know. So with that in mind, someone requested that I play Fortnite. So that will actually be happening here very soon, actually. I'm looking to stream that either this coming Friday or Thursday. Or Thursday or Friday. No, Friday or Saturday. Either this coming Friday or Saturday. Sorry, I work Thursday. Friday or Saturday. I'm looking to do it then. And I will be co-streaming it with Cupcake Tattooed, who is one of the Twitch streamers that I met at Rayquaza's wedding. And a little bit more news for y'all. Cupcake Tattooed and myself are in a relationship. I found out after Ryan's wedding, or during, I guess, that she had a pretty big crush on me, and her and I got to talking a little bit on Twitter after the fact, and yeah, we're going to pursue it. It's a bit of a long distance thing, but it's not super far away, and we'll have multiple opportunities to see each other because we're both part of a big circle of connected Twitch streamers and friends. Like, there's a whole network there. It's really awesome. So, I'm happy to be a part of that, and man, I gotta say, just like looking back on things like throughout my life and like throughout the past decade and stuff, I honestly truly feel like, with looking at how things are now and the friends that I have now, and then looking back on how things were then, I wasted like 10 years of my life, man. Like, I just straight up wasted it. I wasted it hanging out with the wrong people, in the wrong relationship, like, focusing on the wrong priorities. Like, things still aren't as good as they could be, but things are starting to look up. You know, for the first time in a long time, the holiday season is here, and I'm not like pissed off or depressed or anything like that. Like, I mean, like I said, things could still be better, but like things are starting to look up, and it's making me more, you know, my confidence is going up these days. Everything is looking better for the most part, and I'm very happy about that. And I hope I hope people are happy to see me happy, you know. Cupcake Tattooed is a little bit older than me, but considering I'm not an ageist asshole, that doesn't matter, you know. And frankly, that shit doesn't matter anyways if you're over legal age anyway. You know, there's an old school stigma against age gaps in relationships, but honestly, I don't know, those people can get bent because it really doesn't matter, like these days that's just being ageist anyways if you do that. And it, I'm happy. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. And I think, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but I think it's just good that things are starting to go back to, at least, like, obviously I'm going into a lot of things in life with cautious optimism, because usually when things start to go good for me, they go good for a little while and everything comes crashing down again. So I just, want to make sure that things are actually going good this time, and they're going to stay, mostly good. Because for a while there, and some of you were here for it, some of you watched me go through this, and as much as I tried to hide it in my videos and stuff, it was still a thing. You watched me go through the turmoil, you watched me go through the pain and the suffering of everything that happened over the past few years in my life. And I'm so grateful for those of you that stuck with me throughout all of it. You were very helpful. But I mean, some of you may remember when I stopped doing Let's Plays for a while and just did live streams. And the God's honest truth behind all that was I just didn't have the motivation. And I was doing those live streams purely out of obligation because I wanted to still have content for you, but in reality, I just wasn't feeling any of it anymore at that point. And I was this close. I was this close to just quitting altogether, honestly. But a few encouraging words from some encouraging friends and a few like compromises here and there, and I was able to push through it. And I'm so glad that I did, because honestly, I would have been mad at myself in hindsight if I'd stopped doing these Let's Plays, because I love them. Yeah, sometimes it can be a bitch trying to find the time to record and edit and all that, but I still like it. I still, like, not just like it, I love it. I love editing videos. It's just one of those things where you always have to push yourself to get it going, The hardest part of editing any video is starting it. Once, like, it's that part where you have to put everything on the timeline and then make sure it's all synced up correctly, like all the audio and stuff is synced up correctly, and then after you get all that set up, you just hit the play button and you sit back and watch your own video as you're actively editing it, and then when you see a part that needs editing, like a funny face zoom or something, then you pause it, you trim, you zoom, you crop, you do all that stuff. But once you get it going and you get into the rhythm of it, it's but the hardest part is always starting it. Starting it is always the hardest part. So sometimes you just need that motivation. You just need that kick in the ass to get it going. But I'm so happy that things are looking up for me. I'm happy with my new relationship, and I'm happy with my new friends and everything. And oh yeah, I still have some of my old friends. Sure, obviously some of you are great, really amazing people, But there were a lot of people that I used to hang out with that, in hindsight, looking back on it, I realized I just didn't fit in with them. I didn't. There's a reason I always felt like an outcast everywhere in my life, and I understand why now. I think I finally found the people I belong with, and I'm content with that, I am very content with that. I'm happy. And so there's that. I do think I had more. I did have more. I'm just trying to remember what that more is. Oh yeah. So Fortnite, like I said, back to that. Fortnite co-stream with Cupcake Tattooed. I'm looking at probably Friday. We'll do that. We'll do that Friday, and this is gonna be a one-time deal, okay? Because I hate battle royale games, but someone paying him the $20 tier requested it, so I'm gonna play it, but it's gonna be like a one-time stream, and that's it. I'm not doing it again after that. And it can't be re-requested for those of you on my Patreon. No double requests, alright? Now, the other request I got was Visage, or however the hell you want to say it. That horror game that's supposed to be so scary that it's got a lot of people, like, quitting it. Like, a lot of streamers and Let's Players and stuff have actually quit playing it about halfway through, because it's just too much. And I don't know, I've played Outlast, and this game even has me like, I'm a little I'm a little skeptical. But then again, it could just be being overhyped, and I could be overhyping myself to think it's worse than it actually is. So, that being said, though, it was requested on Patreon, and that one I will be doing either a Let's Play or live stream of. I haven't decided which yet or when, but it is on the list. I just need to finish one of the main things I'm working on now before I can get around to that. So your Patreon requests have been considered and accepted, and they will be executed when time calls for it. That being said, I may not put out a monthly game request for December just because I'm already so behind on everything. It's going to be a clustered month anyways with my top 10 list and the Game Awards and all that shit. So, I'm just gonna... So I think I'm going to opt out of doing a monthly game request in December, but I'll find a way to make up for it in January. So, for those of you who subscribe to my Patreon, just know that's my apologies in advance for the lack of that feature in December, but there's just no way we're going to be able to squeeze it in. So, that being said, yeah, I definitely plan on doing that. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, so you guys may have noticed that YouTube, for some of you, you may notice that when you go to someone's video now on YouTube, you can see the likes, but you can't see the dislikes anymore. It says dislike, but it doesn't have a number next to it or whatever, and if you click dislike, it doesn't add to the count or anything. And that's because YouTube has made it, for most part, not for everybody, because there are some videos where I can still see dislikes, and there are some where I can't. And then, like, in other people's case, some people can still see dislikes on my videos, and some people can't, so it is what it is. But, like, I'm glad that they did that, though, and I know a lot of people think that YouTube is, like, censoring their freedom of speech and blah, 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 but here's the thing. One thing I've always noticed about people who complain about their freedom of speech being censored is that they always complain about it when they are being prevented from saying something that is mean or hurtful or racist or homophobic or bigoted or just doing anything that's toxic, you know? Like, when they say freedom of speech, what they really mean is freedom to be a bully. And I think YouTube is actually trying to help cut back on some of that stuff. And I know that, obviously, the dislike feature did have its uses to an extent, but my problem with it, if I'm being completely honest, was that it was not an accurate representation of the quality of videos, because people didn't actually use the dislike feature the way it was meant to be used. People were abusing it as a way to bully people that they didn't like. And that's why I think it's a good thing that YouTube is getting rid of it, because I've been a victim of that myself. I have hate stalkers. I left a comment on a video or something that somebody didn't like. They will go to my channel and, like, subscribe to me just to dislike everything I upload, just to be an ass. And those kind of people that do that kind of thing are, first of all, fucking pathetic. Like, if that's, like, if you have that much free time on your hands that you can subscribe to someone that you don't like, just that you click dislike on everything they upload, then you need a hobby or therapy, like, badly. You know? Like, seriously, seek help. And to me, like I said, this is just not a reflective quality of the video, because there are people that will, like, hate bomb things, and, like, you know, it's like review bombing something just because, like, there are people out there who will review bomb a game just because it has a transgender character in it. We cannot take these people's opinions seriously, and we really shouldn't be giving people like that a platform to express these negative vitriolic opinions in the first place. Honestly, freedom of speech doesn't mean that any company has to give you a platform to express your ignorance. You know, like, there are other places that you can go spread that bullshit. Like, other people shouldn't have to be subjugated to it, more or less. So, I'm glad that YouTube did that. I'm glad that YouTube is hiding dislikes or just getting rid of the feature altogether, because, frankly, people don't use it right. They use it to be bullies. They use it to be assholes. And honestly, I think it should be reserved for things that are actually bad anyways. Like, you should only click the dislike button on videos that are like spreading misinformation or saying hateful racist things and stuff like that. You shouldn't click the dislike button on something that somebody put a lot of time and effort and hard work into and they're very proud of it just because it doesn't appeal to your personal taste. Because really then you're just kind of being a dick, honestly. Because it's not that the video is bad, it's just that you don't like it. And you not liking it personally, like your personal taste, it not appealing to your personal taste, is not a valid enough reason to click that dislike button, in my opinion. In a way that's just like, I don't know. It's just so cynical. And like, why would you want to be like that? Why would anyone want to be that kind of person? It makes no sense to me. So, ultimately, YouTube getting rid of the dislike feature is a good thing because it should cut back on people being bullies and dicks. I mean, obviously, people are always going to find a way to be bullies and dicks and assholes, but at least, like, this helps prevent like a groupthink thing where people come to a video and they see a dislike on it and they're like, oh well, this video must be bad, I'm not even gonna watch it in the first place. And then, you know, they just skip out on it entirely and potentially they end up missing out on something that they would have liked. You know, so if you can't see the dislikes on a video, then you don't know before you actually watch it if you're going to like it or not, which is how it should be anyways. You should never judge a book by its cover. You should always give something a chance before you decide if you like it or not. So that's how I feel about that kind of stuff. And so I'm glad that they decided to do it because people don't use the feature right anyways. They just don't, you know. It's been abused ever since it was a thing. It's always just been used as a bullying tactic, honestly. So, I think that's about all I had, right? I did my updates, and I talked about stuff. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I think I did have something else, but I don't think I'm quite ready to talk about it yet. We'll save that one for later. Something, it's not like a big deal or anything, just something, but it doesn't matter. Like, we'll save it for later. It'll, another time. So, because this one's already already over 20 minutes anyways, so that's all I had. That's all I had for y'all. I think things are going pretty well for the most part. Snuffles, if you're gonna climb on me, you better not use your claws. I'm happy with my relationship. We got more content coming out here soon. I just wanted to give you guys a little update and let you know how things are going. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. Christmas is right around the corner. We'll get through this one way or another. So anyways, that's it for my update video. I hope you all enjoyed this little talkity talk. Oh, and as far as Cupcake Tattooed goes, give her a follow on Twitter and Twitch and all those things. I will put links in the description and comments down below for you all to be able to go, you know, to go show her your support too, because she's a Twitch streamer. She streams a lot. Her humor can be a little gratuitous at times, but she's a really great, loving person, and she deserves all of your love and support, you know. And her streams are always a blast. They're always a lot of fun. She plays Fortnite a lot. So there's that. And then there's like Wine Wednesdays and other things. So yeah, just go check it out. So links to her Twitter page and her not Facebook, Twitch page, Twitter and Twitch, down below. That is my partner now, and I would appreciate it very greatly if you showed her the same level of love and support that you showed me, or that you show me. So, that's all I have. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the Let's Plays here very, very, very soon. Like, today or tomorrow soon. Alright. Goodbye.